guys, welcome to a new video.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Wait a sec. Am I just copying her intro?
But if you want, can we try again? Try again. Oh yeah.
So I feel like this video is really important to me because I want to be on sort of the same page as my viewers, as all of you.
Well, I'm glad that it's just sorta. Anyways, guys, this is from a video that Amberlynn released called Huge Lack of Communication. We're gonna see what she's gonna do here to clear the record a bit. I'm pretty excited to hear it. I like stuff where we take a little bit of a break from just watching people eat food to where we actually get a glimpse as to what's going on within their mind. Ooh. What's up, Amber?
I want you guys to kind of understand me more. I feel like that could help build this channel into a more positive, functioning channel, and that's what I need.
Sounds pretty positive so far. I'm gonna throw in a little bit of a negative here right away. This is totally off to the side, but what's up with the only yellow on the inside but none on the outside? I guess it matches the yellow hoops and the flowers. That's pretty cool though. I'll give you that. Like a 10 for matching. It just seems like you're going for a little bit of that Cleopatra look a little bit. She was a babe though, so I guess I can't really blame ya.
So, as you guys know, I was trying to do the Curvy Calorie challenge and I realized, okay, this just ain't gonna be it because
you couldn't do a couple of days without failing? Because you couldn't do a week-long plan and get through it? So you thought that you could do a 100-day-long plan? Could that have something to do with it, maybe? Maybe. Kind of. Probably.
I was just being bashed and bashed and bashed. Being vulnerable for me just was not it, sis.
I think, Amberlynn, you're right. There has been a miscommunication, but I almost wonder if it's maybe you receiving information as well, because you're gonna go out there and say, oh, just being bashed and bashed and bashed, and that's not it. Let me ask you this, though, Amberlynn. This is what's kind of weird about this. So, you're kind of saying that the reason that the Curvy Calories didn't work is because people kept bashing you. What were people bashing you for? If bashing is the word that we're going to use. Because I would almost argue that people were pretty upset at you for saying you were going to do a program and then failing at the program and not doing the program right away. So there's a weird paradox going on here because you say that you quit the program because you were being bashed, but the only reason people bashed you was because you quit the program. So which came first, the chicken or the egg?
So I wrote in one of my journals and I was writing in it privately and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna read this.
Oh, I remember that. I don't know, dude. Listen, Amberlynn, I get it, and if that's really from your journal, I'm sorry, but I guess what you need to understand as well, here's a little little communication tip from you. You have like over 100,000 subscribers. You might have 200,000 subscribers, Amberlynn. You definitely have like 100,000 people that watch every video that you make. You're basically a little TV station. You probably get more views than a lot of TV stations a lot of the time. So that being said, when we watch something on TV where that gets that many views, we think to ourselves, even if it's a reality TV show, sometimes especially a reality TV show, we think to ourselves, is this real or is this fake? And I'm sorry that that gets spread out onto other people as well, including yourself.
I'm gonna read this to everyone, kind of show them the way that I was feeling. So I read it to you guys, and to me it kind of felt like it was a letter to you guys.
Well, I'll tell you what it felt like to us, Amberlynn, and I'll be audacious enough to speak for my entire viewership, which are the best viewers on YouTube, by the way. We have the best fan base. It's been proven scientifically, thank you. And the way we felt and the way we took that, Amberlynn, was that you were attacking us and blaming us for your problems. You were saying it's not me that does all these things. It's actually you guys' fault that all these things happen to me and that you guys are the ones that make me choose these bad paths. It's kind of insulting a little bit, if you ask me. But hey, whatever. I'm just glad we're getting all this out in the open, all this communication.
So when I send a letter, I want a letter back. I might regret this. I don't know. I haven't looked yet. But I'm going to read some of the top comments from that video because in a way I feel like that is your guys' reply to my letter. It's A comment equals a letter.
Wow, what a cheap trick to try to get more interaction on her video to help with the YouTube algorithm. What an interesting way to try to get more people to comment on there so that there's more clicks on the video, so that more people are recommended the video. Almost like she's like auditioning it out there for something like that. I would never do that. And let me know in the comment section below if you guys would ever do that as well. It's right next to that like and subscribe button, as well as all the descriptions, or all the links in my description too, where you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Whoo, what a plug. Man, I'm good at this YouTube stuff. Maybe the best there's ever been, or ever will be.
And I'm just hoping it goes well. So I am going to screenshot the comments. I also want to say that this is what the top comments are right now while I'm filming this. Oh wow, okay, so
Oh wow, this is really hard. Oh, this is really hard. Man, I wish one of my comments could have got on there. I should comment on her videos so that people like my comments, because I'm just a great commenter, and then it gets to the top, and then I could have been on there. Me, you guys. Little old Yestervark. Little old me.
from the looks of it, I guess there is a lack of communication, because I have over 2,000 thumbs down with only over 500 thumbs up. So
yeah, that's thanks for your letter to us, Amberlynn. That was your viewer's letter to you. So I don't know what I don't know what you're like really surprised by here. You don't take any of this seriously, do you? You don't, like, which I guess is a good thing, because you shouldn't take the internet super seriously, but you take it seriously in a different way, as in you think that it's like, oh, ha ha ha, they're just haters, blah, 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 blah. But like, I don't know, that many consistent downvotes, like, something's going on, right? No, I don't know what it is. It seems like maybe you just lump it into a different area of blame. You think people are making fun of you because of your physical appearance, and that's just not the case. It's because of your personality, which is maybe worse.
this is the first comment. When are you going to stop feeling sorry for yourself and stop blaming your audience for your poor decisions? None of us are forcing food in your mouth or giving you unrealistic goals. Stop making promises you have no intention of trying to keep. You need off YouTube and work on yourself. Problem is, you don't want to get off YouTube or work on yourself. Stop humiliating yourself for coin. I can't imagine the embarrassment this channel, not you, brings to your family and friends.
Speaking as someone who humiliates themselves for coin on this website, I don't know. This comment right here had me in the first half. I really agreed with him. When are you going to stop feeling sorry for yourself and stop blaming your audience for your poor decisions? None of us are forcing food in your mouth or giving you unrealistic goals. Oh, stop making promises you have no intention of even trying to keep. That part I 100% agree with, and I think the comment should have stopped there. Not that I disagree with you, Sandra Knusta. I'm sure that your intentions are all in the right place. But the second part, you need off YouTube and work on yourself. Problem is, you don't want to get off YouTube or work on yourself. It seems like she doesn't really want to work on herself. Maybe YouTube's the problem there. But at the same time, and I know I've made this claim a bunch of times, I don't think Amberlynn should be kicked off YouTube or demonetized or anything like that. I think we should be very careful about when we ask for that. And I don't know, she provides like a service. She really does. 100,000 people watch her all the time. So there's a demand for it. Don't get rid of that.
Okay, so I feel like there's so much to respond to. So it's not that I'm feeling sorry for myself, and I hate the blaming your audience for your poor decisions, because I feel like when people say that, they don't understand eating disorders.
Here it comes. She's about to blame us. Well, first off, she's going to absolve herself of all responsibility. You see, they don't understand eating disorders. Here's the thing, though, Amberlynn, is like, you can't hide behind addiction. Addiction's a horrible thing. It's a nasty enemy, but here's the problem, is you can't use that as an excuse to further the negative decisions. Here's an example. If YouTube even allowed this, if there was someone on YouTube who was injecting an illegal super addictive drug into their veins, let's say the one that starts with H, you know? Let's say that there was someone on YouTube that was just injecting HON into their arm every single day, and they were putting out videos about it. People would respond and say, hey, you're killing yourself. You are putting junk into your body that will lead to you having a shorter life, and that's sad and that's gross, and you are killing yourself, and we are going to thumbs down to let you know that we don't support that. And if that person responded and said, you guys just don't understand addiction. You don't get it. I'm addicted to this substance. What should our response be then, Amberlynn? Should we then go, oh, okay, keep doing it then, please. Thumbs up. comment, "You go, girl." No, I don't think so. I don't think that's what our stance should be. In fact, I think that would be a bad thing if we treated it that way. What about that, Amberlynn, huh? Checkmate. Ball's in your court now, gal.
Or they don't even understand the simplest thing of emotional eating. A lot of people eat their feelings, and that's not just me.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't eat 10,000 calories worth of feelings. Ooh, up there, up top. Hiya, Yesterbark. Nice. Nailed it. Seriously though, her and Chantel do the same crap here, where like they will say, they'll just create the weirdest straw man for the other team. Like someone will say to Chantel or Amber, they'll go, "Hey, maybe you guys shouldn't eat as much. Maybe the amount of food you guys are eating is killing you." And their response is, "Well, fat people need to eat too. What do you want us to do? Starve?" Yeah, that's us, you guys. You caught us. We're on team fat people should have zero food. Congrats. Nice take on the situation. Meanwhile, you keep growing.
There are certain things that trigger emotional eating or binging. YouTube as a whole does not trigger me. It's when I start becoming bombarded with the negativity.
Right. You see, let's slow down and just digest this for a second here, guys. You see, it's not our fault. It's not our fault that Amberlynn binges. She told us herself. And it's not YouTube's fault either. It's just the people who are watching her who are then responding to her decisions. Oh wait, that's us. Weird. Because in the same sentence that you just told us it wasn't our fault, Amberlynn, you're now blaming us again. And you're getting rid of all responsibility. This video that you have doesn't seem really to be about eliminating miscommunication. It seems to be about obfuscating communication even more so that you can seem like the good guy here and you can make everyone who criticize you seem like a bad guy. Sorry, it's not going to work.
And that's where we need to learn how to stop telling me to get offline, which is something I enjoy doing. It's a passion for me to film videos. I just love filming videos.
Well, here's one for you then, Amberlynn. This might be like a real blow your mind moment. If the passionate part that doesn't cause you to binge is you just making the videos, why not just make the videos then and not put them on YouTube if it's the responses that are a problem? Or why not just why put them on a public platform if it's the public part that bothers you, but not the actual creation part? Because you don't have to do both, believe it or not. You just don't. That being said, I'm not telling you to leave the platform. I like you on the platform. I think that, I don't know, I wish you would just get your act together, honestly, I guess is where I'm at with it. The more I watch though, the less I think that that's a thing that's going to happen.
Instead of telling me not to do something that I love doing, we should start making it to where it's harder for people to harass and abuse YouTube creators, not just me. And
God, this is where you lose me, Amberlynn, because I'm kind of on your team for the most part. I think you should stay on YouTube and stuff, but the moment that you start whipping out the guns and you start saying, "Hey, I think that we should make it harder for people to do this and harder for people to do this," that makes me gut reaction go, "Well, you know what, Amberlynn? I think you're kind of being a bully and a harasser by trying to control what other people are allowed to do, so maybe we should make it harder for you to do things then too." Is that really the world you want to live in? Do you really want to race me to the bottom, Amberlynn? Do you want to race all of us to the bottom? Is that where we are? Nobody wins in that situation, by the way.
And I will safely say that my family and friends are not humiliated by me. My mom, oh my God, my mom is so cute. She literally brags about me and she's proud of me. And so is my dad, actually.
I'm sure they're very proud of you, Amberlynn, as most parents are of their children. But here's the thing, is along with them being proud of you, don't you also want to live a long life with them? Don't you also want to be there for them? And don't you want them to be able to experience you growing old? Right? Like, that's great that they're proud of you, Amberlynn. I'm very happy that they're proud of you. But that's not a good point. Thank you for telling us that your parents love you. Yikes. Ooh, you really blew our minds with that one. Yeah, you and no one else, I guess, huh? Yeah, wait till she finds out what my parents think of me.
Every time we talk, which is not often at all, But every time we talk, he talks about how proud he is of me, of my YouTube channel. My family and friends, they love me and they see me for more than what a lot of you guys see me. They see the good in me. They see what I am trying to do on this channel, and I think it's just because they know me more. So the second top comment says, all it sounds like is you need to get off YouTube and get extensive therapy. I can get therapy.
So what is this video? Like this whole thing where she's trying to clear up miscommunication. Is this just a video about how you are not going to stop doing YouTube? Which isn't even my thing, by the way. I know that a lot of people are on that camp, and I'm sorry to disagree with you, Yesterday Crew, but I'm just not in that camp. I don't think that anybody should be forced off of the platform. In fact, I think everyone in the world should have a YouTube channel, because what a cool thing to be able to have your own like television station. And sometimes it's fun to tune in to people who have crazy and weird television channels. Like if Jackass is allowed to be a TV show, then this should be allowed to be a TV show, I guess, is my stance on it.
Without getting off of YouTube. YouTube is my job. I actually quit a job a few years ago. I sat all day long, and I was in a very different spot back then. And when I would sit all day long, it would hurt my legs and my ankles and my feet a lot. And not only that, but being in a room where I heard typing and clicking all day long, and just the pressure of what I was doing for a job.
It was high pressure, huh? Not like providing content for hundreds of thousands of people. And you're kind of going on to say now that your job now, your YouTube job, is very hard. You made the trade though, and here's the real reason, you guys. I bet she makes a lot more money from YouTube than she would have done from any job that she's talking about here. A lot. Guys, I don't get a fraction of the views that Amberlynn gets. I'm humble enough to admit that. I bet she makes a lot of money on YouTube. If I'm just like measuring out numbers for how views go and how much money filters in through mine. By the way, links in the description if you want to support the content that I make. I always appreciate you guys. But if I'm like extrapolating the numbers, she does okay. She does okay.
All of it was giving me really bad anxiety, and it was bad for my mental health, and it was obviously hurting me physically. Let's
just like her mindset goes so deep. It's things give these things to her. These things cause these things for her. It's not I had anxiety while working there. It's not I had a hard time with my mental state while I was there. It's that thing gave me anxiety. That thing destroyed my mental state. That thing caused this in me. You guys caused me to binge. I don't binge. You guys caused me to binge. Yeah, we get it, Amberlynn. You're not at fault for anything. It's never your fault. And what's the weird thing, though, is if it's never your fault, then it has to be somebody else's fault, right? Yeah. What a fascinating system that you figured out. I wonder if you'll ever figure out that, like, maybe you have to take a little bit of self-responsibility for some things.
I ended up quitting, and I shared that, and I got a lot of backlash for quitting. So it's like, what would be the difference between me quitting that job versus me quitting YouTube? I no longer want to quit things that I thoroughly enjoy doing. Nice little
add-on that you had to toss on there. I no longer like to quit things that I surely and thoroughly enjoy doing. So what my brain interprets from that, Amberlynn, is that you quit things that you don't thoroughly enjoy doing all the time, you know? And that would include losing weight. I guess that's something that you don't enjoy doing, weirdly enough, on your weight loss vlog or whatever you bill your channel as this time. I wasn't going to stop calling or accusing you of saying that your channel is a weight loss channel, but just a video ago, you were calling your channel a weight loss journey. Your journey is going the wrong way, my friend. Like, imagine if, I don't know, this reference might not be to my core demographic here, but what if, like, in Lord of the Rings, the guy who has to throw the ring, he has to throw this ring into a volcano, and he has to walk across this huge landmass in order to get there. What if you just went the wrong way and you were watching that movie? Wouldn't that get a little old? Wouldn't you be, like, into movie 5, and you'd be like, dude, he's never gonna get to the volcano. He keeps walking the opposite direction from the volcano. So by the time he turns around, like, you're gonna have to make 9 more movies.
Just because it might be a little tough. Nothing is going to come easy. Next, top comment. Girl, if you've given up and have accepted this life, just say it. Stop trying to justify it. Whether it's food, drugs, or alcohol, it's all an addiction, and all addicts try everything to justify their addiction. I don't think I've ever tried to justify Food. We all know that I know, and you guys know.
Yes. And the wrong thing to do is to endlessly feed people's addictions. Because addictions aren't good. They aren't a good thing. It's not good to, like, dude, the same thing with that HON example that I was giving you. Someone's shooting up, and then you're like, dude, you try to take away their heroin, and they're like, dude, don't you understand? I'm addicted. Yeah, that's the problem, bro. We're trying to get that away from you so that you can be a normal person. What does normal even mean, though, right?
I don't think I've ever tried to justify food. We all know that I know, and you guys know.
And I know, personally, Amberlynn, as somebody who's watched you and made a video about this actually pretty recently, that you definitely do. And here's what it is. Here's the example. It's when you did day 1 of your 100-day challenge, okay? I made a video about this, Amberlynn, and you set a target for 1,800 calories. And what did you do? You blew through 1,800 calories, and then you said, well, actually, it's fine, because I'm allowed to eat 3,500 calories, but saying 1,000 less than that is 2,500, so it's okay if I go from 1,800 to 2,400 calories. That's totally fine, which maybe it is, but you know what that also is? A justification. So, like, just stop. Just stop with this. You just are, like, shifting the ball every time you get the chance. This isn't miscommunication. You're just lying to us, Amberlynn, unless you don't know what you're talking about, in which case I guess you're just wrong.
Everyone knows that I am super morbidly obese. That has been what my channel has been about from the very beginning. It's not like I'm trying to hide it. I'm not trying to hide, you know, the binge eating aspect or the emotional eating aspect or the fact that food just in general makes me feel better.
You know what I think a lot of this is, Amberlynn? I think a lot of us understand you a lot better than you think that we understand you. And I think a lot of us can relate to what you're saying a lot better than you can. They're a lot better than you can understand. And you use these labels, you use this food addiction, you use this eating to make you feel better thing to hide behind it and to give yourself a label. You're like defining yourselves by these things. And then you go, well, people don't understand me because they don't have this affliction that I have. But listen, Amberlynn, everyone's got problems, everyone's got issues, okay? And a lot of them are actually pretty similar to the issues that you have. You just have this remarkable ability because of YouTube to make a bunch of money to keep funneling into your negative habits, okay? If other people had unlimited amounts of money, they would probably be a lot more people like you that exist in this world. But they don't have the same opportunity that you have, Amberlynn. You think you're special. You think you have all these things that define you as different from everybody else, but you're a lot more like everybody else than you realize. And maybe the real communication breakthrough that should happen is you should just take a little bit of the advice that the people who are trying to save your life are giving you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and it always helps with the YouTube algorithm so that I can grow the channel. And also, please follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'll have some links in the description. The Twitter is @yestervark1. I'm trying to get over 1,000 on both of those. That would be, I don't know, really cool. So I feel like if each person that watches this video did it, I'd easily hit that number. I'd really appreciate if you did it. But if not, that's okay too. I always enjoy when you're just watching my stuff and leaving cool comments. So I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching. You have a good one.